Over the last 25 years, discrimination has been a worldwide issue in soccer. To be more specific, it is important to know that racism is one of the most common types of discrimination faced by soccer players. To put this into context, this chart illustrates that in the 2022-2023 season, racism was the most common form of discrimination in soccer, marking at 49.3% compared to others. PhD Professor Christos Kasimeris at European University supports this in his article by adding that these statistics are alarming, as the reports on racial abuse in 2019 and 2020 had dramatically climbed as well. Good afternoon, my name is Felipe Yoshida, and this is Protest Against Racism Soccer. To what extent does peaceful protesting address the issue of racial abuse towards black soccer players in the English Premier League and Spanish La Liga since 2000? In other words, is peaceful protesting impactful? Well, after conducting my research, I've come to the thesis that peaceful protesting has shown to actually aid in the prevention and reduction of racist abuse encounters in soccer. Furthermore, the ways in which peaceful protesting will make an impact are by allowing society to engage, raising awareness about the issue, and influencing higher powers, such as the government, to take action in the issue. To begin with, the 2024 College Board provided stimulus includes the famous painting by Jacob Lawrence named Confrontation on the Bridge, which depicts a group of black Americans marching across a bridge in form of protest while facing a fearful dog, which represents the police in 1965. The painting expresses the courage of the black Americans to be a part of this act of peaceful protesting, similar to the actions of the people today that wish to make a change and prevent the issue of racism faced by soccer players. Moving on, this image taken during a Premier League match illustrates that both soccer players and the referee participating in a peaceful protest termed Take the Knee and Make a Stand. Jonathan Cable, professor in media and communications at Swansea University, mentions that this anti-racism symbol has become iconic and has reverberated throughout different sports across the globe. In other words, if peaceful protests such as the one depicted here can alarm the whole world about the issue, then that's a sign that these protests should become more common. A soccer journalist from Scotland includes the following images in his article to demonstrate this anti-racist campaign introduced during a soccer match between the Brazil national team and the Guinea's national team. According to sports commentator and journalist Gabriel Leon, this anti-racism protest was an action in response to black soccer player Vinicius Jr., who plays for the Brazil men's national team and Real Madrid Soccer Club, which participates and competes in the Spanish La Liga, receiving racist abuse from fans in the stadium. He was repeatedly called a monkey, triggering people all around the world, including the Brazilian government, which demanded immediate action and organized the campaign shown in the images. In addition, another aspect of how peaceful protesting can address the racism issue in soccer is through powerful influences by the government and organizations. The European Union has shown an increased interest in enacting measures to eliminate spectator racism because of soccer's inability to do so, according to Ryan Michael of University of Florida. He also says that the Union of European Football Association has taken proactive measures to eliminate fan racism. For example, the union typically endorses an annual action week during which banners and teams are encouraged to make announcements against racism. To finalize, some solutions regarding the issue include increasing the recognition of the issue. 2, promoting inclusivity within communities. And 3, pressuring governing bodies to endorse. However, with these solutions, there might be some limitations that might emerge. 2 of them being receiving negative reactions or backlash, and 2, short-term solutions, meaning that these solutions might be effective in the meantime. However, in the long run, they might not work out. Thank you.
Back up into it. You're tall and cut your head off on the camera. How valid and reliable were the sources that you used, and then how do you know they were?
The sources I used in my presentation are reliable because in the process of my research, I used different search engines such as EBSCO and the College Board Stimulus, and I also conducted my own research. And I know they're reliable because they are about half of my sources come from peer-reviewed academic articles and universities and professors that have conducted specific research on the topic.
All right. And if you had more time, what additional research would you do?
If I had more time, I would make additional research on. In my presentation, I didn't really include perspective of coaches, so I would have included that if I had more time.